I've learned a few things from listening to what people have said today as well. And one of the main things I want to actually put forth to everyone is that unlike all of the other global affiliates here, I am not a person who just is an entrepreneur and that's it and that's what their job is. I actually have a job. I am a full-time high school physical education teacher. And the reason why I want to make that point known to all of you is the fact that if a high school teacher can do this and get to the point where he can be global affiliate and essentially really have a tremendous amount of people underneath him, and believe me, I'm humble when it comes to that. But if I can do that, then anybody can do that. And I want you guys to understand that what's really important here is the message. And the message is, now I'm in the IoT space. So I'm in the Internet of Things space. So I understand how valuable data is. I have helped with two other of my business partners. I have helped create a cryptocurrency coin itself. And so I understand what the Internet of Things can do and why companies are really seeking this anonymous data. And now we can essentially provide the vehicle to monetize that. And that's what Tapestry really provides. So when I was able to see what this vision had and what Tapestry really had to offer, not in terms of the compensation plan, because although that's absolutely fantastic, it's essentially what this can do for the everyday person. And so the reason why I joined Tapestry is because I found that the everyday person can do this. You can have 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds who can just become entrepreneurs. One of the things I always talk about is, you could have a mother join, and then you could have the son or daughter be underneath them. And instead of the mother or father giving that $100 allowance that maybe they might give on a monthly or weekly basis even, now they don't have to do that anymore because they can say to their kids, hey, go out and tell 100 of your friends, and now you're going to be able to benefit from that as well. And I think that's really cool that you can do that. And, I've been in the entrepreneurial space for about 6.5 years now, and I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. And one of the things that people always tell me is I'm not annoying, but I'm consistently persistent.
Mm.
And there's a big difference between those two things, because you can be annoying where you're just constantly bothering somebody until they say go away. Or you can be consistently persistent where you're basically dripping on them every now and again saying, hey, you might want to pay attention to this. This is really something you may want to take a look at. These are the advancements that have essentially happened. So you're updating people as you go. And then, of course, you use your personal story. Hey, I started with this many people. Now I have this many people. And this is how fast our team is growing. And this is what we're doing. And this is how big this is really going to be. Your personal story is everything. It's literally everything. And so when I joined Tapestry, I actually contacted Chuck immediately. I saw his video, I saw his cell phone number, and I texted him. Why? Because it's important that you understand from the top what is actually going on. And so after about maybe 5 or 6 days, Chuck and I arranged a call for about 45 minutes, and we spoke on the phone, and we didn't know each other from Adam at that point in time, but obviously we've grown to become friends. And I've realized that this is way bigger than people think. Way bigger than people think. If you guys think that this is just this $1 opportunity and that's all it is, it's not that. It's not anywhere near that. Companies are paying millions of dollars for anonymous data because they use it for marketing purposes. They use it to engage us. They use it to bring us in, to show us the value, to show us what's relevant to what we want to see. And so by doing so, they're taking that, but we've never been able to actually be given that back. I use Facebook and Facebook Live, and that's why my name is Mr. Live, because I do lives all the time. The way I provide my team value besides being there for them is I do a number of Facebook Lives. I never talk about the company itself. And I say, hey, if I brought you to this video, then get back to me. But if somebody else brought you to this video, then get back to them. This way, my team can go. They can share a compliant video with anybody that they want. It'll be engaging to some extent. And therefore, those people can get a third-party validation of value to provide them with feedback to make an informed decision. And so that is really important to get. Now, besides that, the other way that I really close people is, and by the way, Michael, that was an amazing PQIF, is awesome because I didn't even know that. And I'm humbled to say that I didn't know that. So that's really great. But here's one thing that I do. I say, hey, I talk to them very briefly, but here's what I do. When I send them a message on Facebook, I send them a voice note. Why do you send a voice note instead of a text? Because if you send a text message, someone can ignore it. If you send them a voice message, they have to listen to it. And so if they have to listen to it, then they have to hear what you're saying. They can't just see it and ignore it, right? So that's really important. Then I have their attention to some extent. So then I have them basically just say whatever they want to follow up. And they say, hey, when do you have 10 minutes that I can talk to you and provide you with a significant value that will help you and many other people you know? And I make the message tailored to that person. One of the things you have to find out is what really inspires someone else to join Tapestry. What is their reason? What is their why as to why do they want to join? How is it going to benefit them? If you find out how it is going to bring them in and benefit them, they can't say no. They can't. But if you just keep giving them things and videos and everything else and just blasting them with information, that's not speaking to them personally. When you speak to an individual personally, you reach them here. When you reach them here, now they're hooked to you. Remember, they're not going to join the company because they want to join the company. They're going to join the company because they want to join you. And if they join you, they know that you're going to provide them with the value that's needed. So thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you, Danny, for bringing me on here. And thank you to all the other global affiliates for your messages today.